This lady makes raising kids look like some kind of holiday. So can somebody tell me why this week's episode is...
Should I have more alone time?
This is the YBAngry channel, where we show couples how to stay together one issue at a time. No fuss, no drama. It's just the game. My name is Rod Jeter, bringing you couples coaching with instant results. Here we go.
I'll be A.
Both players will use the This One detail cards to write down all the details to support their position on this issue. Only fill in sections 1, 2, and 3. Use as many cards as needed.
Frustrated. And I don't understand some of the things you do. I can't comprehend. I tell you the truth, I'm trying hard as I can. I'm so confused while we keep arguing.
I said I don't want my entire identity to be motherhood, and the relevance was 8.
So what you're saying to me is you don't want you being a mother to be your full identity. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so it is true that she... that's how you feel?
Oh.
It's up to you
it's
whether
you.
It's
like,
true.
Oh,
you
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
The detail that she wrote, how important is that to you?
Okay, 9. I say I agree. You were not a mom when I met you.
Yeah. What you're saying to me is you agree that I'm more than just a mom, that you want to see like me continue to be who I was when you met me outside of just like being a mom in our relationship.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say that? Okay.
You're too much. Slow down on the brakes.
What do you mean? Okay. So what do we do if that's not right?
Not 100% who you are.
Okay.
Not 100%.
Wait. We're not in the conversation part yet.
Okay,
So you just have to make sure you understood what he said, not all this other stuff.
Okay.
Just what he said, and you need to get a yes from him.
Okay.
So now you just start over and say, so what you're saying to me is...
Okay, I understand. All right, so what you're saying to me is, well, okay. Now you said that, I feel like that's a whole other can of worms. No, I remember you said, okay, what you're saying to me is I wasn't a mom when you met me, right? So...
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
I said that.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't a mom when I met you.
Nothing.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so what I mean is
Thank
you weren't super responsible either.
Yeah.
So I don't agree you should identify as anything, because that's going to lead to your misery.
Yeah.
But going out isn't identity.
Going out is an identity?
It isn't.
Oh, it's not an identity.
Just life.
Yeah.
You want to live life. You don't have to identify. You could be a mom and go to the club. How you identify is how you identify. So that's in you, right? Mm-hmm. That's going to cause you misery regardless. But if you take away that identity, you can go wherever you want. As long as you have some respect.
Yeah.
On what you do when you go out. Like, what exactly do you mean? Go out more? Is there a specific place, or you want to go out and party more, or you want to go out to a park?
Not even party more. Yeah, like.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
So we have to stay focused.
Okay, on this.
Because the issue was
I don't want my.
She wants to spend some alone time.
Yes.
And whatever this detail card is.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure
stay
on this detail
as
much as possible.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in this detail, you're saying I don't want to identify as a mother.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't use the word identify, but I just mean in terms of like, everything is it's usually centered around like, if it's not work or business or like something like that, then it's our kids. And so I want to do stuff where, it's not just like, oh, I'm planning a homeschool thing, or like we're taking the kids to the park, or we're taking them to do this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I feel like over time with becoming a mom, like, it made me more responsible and stuff. But then it also like, that becomes like main focus. And I don't like, it's like, okay, wait, what are the things that like I like or the things that I want to do that aren't centered around being a parent, being a mom?
Like what?
I don't know. Like, it's not even like wanting to go and party or anything. It's just, I don't even know what that looks like, Yeah. And I think that's the part that makes me feel like kind of like that's kind of scary, because like I don't even know what that means. Like if I was today to be like, oh, I'm gonna go, I'm about to get in the car, and I'm just about to go somewhere by myself, I'll be like, what am I don't even know what I would do, because
I agree in terms of identity. You don't have to have your identity be fully a mother. You can go wherever you want, as long as you identify as a wife when you go out.
Yes.
Two different identities.
Yeah, obviously.
Right?
Yes.
You can go wherever you want. You can go how long you want. I don't care. We just haven't planned or talked about it yet. But when you go out, wearing the mother thing on your shirt, I would say you shouldn't do that. But if you're gonna be in a relationship, you have to wear a relationship on your shirt.
I mean, yes, obviously. I'm not, but that's what I mean. Like, it's not in terms of going out to be like, I'm about to go meet somebody, or I'm trying to like do stuff that's not conducive to family things. But yeah.
No, I agree. That's why, clarity in terms of the identity part, right? It's like saying that everything you do as a mother has become your entire life, right? Like it says my entire identity. I'm just being specific on this one.
Yes.
Your entire identity is motherhood. Right?
Yeah.
Does that include wifehood and other partnership? Because it would probably help the conversation more if it did. Because it feels like it kind of does. Might help you do more.
No, because I don't feel like being a partner or like being in a relationship or whatever is an issue for me. Like I don't have to take care of you all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like that's the part where it's like, all right, I need some time from you. It's more just, I would say it's more motherhood. Because I feel like it's a different experience also, like being a mom versus being a dad. Like even though we have our different responsibilities, like you definitely have your stress as a dad that I don't understand or whatever. I think it's different because it's like, all day it's like, oh, mom. Like they'll walk right past you sitting next to them. And that's not your fault. That's just what kids do, like they'll walk right past you and be like, all right, mom. And I'm like, okay, I just want to go by myself. Like I want to sit outside by myself, or I want to just like, it's not even so much about going out. It's just like, I just want to have a moment by myself. You know what I mean? And that's not really, I wouldn't say that is like, that encompasses partnership or like being a wife. That's why I said motherhood.
It's a lot, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I feel better because I have clarity on what you mean by identity. Right?
Yeah. I just said I feel better because I don't feel judged.
Was there any progress with this one detail?
Oh.
And you guys have to agree yes or no.
Yeah.
I'll say yeah.
Was there enough progress to settle the issue?
Do you want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
I think we should go to the next one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so the detail is that, the kids are still home. So, kind of young.
Yeah.
No. What'd you write?
I put kids are still home.
Okay. And then, so we don't want to say a lot, because remember her next step, she has to tell you what you believe you mean.
Okay.
Okay.
But you still have to tell her how relevant it was.
Oh, how
Okay,
good.
it was a 8.
What you're saying to me is that it's a little bit more to manage right now because our kids are still home.
You have to ask, is that right?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This detail is or is not true, Arjane?
It is true. And I would say that relevance is, I would say it's about a 8.5. I said that we can have a schedule that balances out our time.
What you are saying to me is that if we had a better schedule, you would have more time to not be around the kids?
No.
That's not what you're saying?
No.
Okay. So what are you saying?
For one.
No. Just try
Okay.
it. Try again.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what you are saying to me is that we can have a schedule that balances our time so that you have more time to be alone and less time with the kids. I said it wrong?
Why you gotta keep putting that sentence on the end?
Okay. So what you're saying is that... Oh,
You can't be on record saying I want to spend less time with my kids.
So what you're saying is you want to balance out our time so that you have more time to spend in peace with yourself?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I like that. Okay. So alright. I don't know what I'm asking. Okay. Like, for example, like sometimes they go with, like my mom, or sometimes they go with my dad. Or even when we're here, like, I know we've done it a couple times where I'll be like, okay, well, I'm running to the store, I'm gonna take them with me, and then you're here by yourself, or you're like, oh, I'm running to the store, I'm gonna take them with me, and then I'm here. Well, usually there's like one or two of them, but sometimes we do things like that. And I don't know, like sometimes, like if I'm in here cleaning, I'd be like, it would be nice if you would just like take them to the park and I could be in here by myself and I can clean up and nobody like interrupts me. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when it's like, I don't necessarily mean I need to go out and be like, oh, I'm going to the club with the girls. It's not even like that. Like, I don't really like doing that kind of stuff anyway. But where it's just like it can be quiet and a moment to myself, but just little stuff like that where it's like, you know what I mean, where that's not weird for us, because I know for a long time we always do everything, all of us together, and yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but
it does.
So I don't think it needs to be like on Sundays I'm gonna go, like it doesn't have to be like a strict schedule in that way, but
either way, yeah, you can do it. I agree. I mean, I'm just not big enough. Well, he's getting big enough now.
Yeah.
But I was the only person holding you back.
Yeah.
Cause I would take them to go places.
Yeah.
I just can't take him. She gonna cry for you.
Yeah.
So you got about another month or two.
Yeah, that's why I kind of put it as a little bit of a higher relevance, because navigating that, obviously, mostly like you said, mostly with the island, it definitely has been a big factor. Not even just for like a long time for me, but like just a long time for you and I in general. It's like we haven't really had any moments without.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's the
child.
number one issue, because it's not like I'm against what you saying, or that I wouldn't like instantly plan for it, but it's impossible. If it was possible, I would do it.
I wouldn't say impossible. I think we are now in a space where it's like it is becoming impossible.
Yeah, like
he can go for a couple hours.
Yeah, like starting this week.
Yeah,
but like before today, it wasn't
super
like
attached. Yeah.
I agree.
I said I feel better because we have more clarity on solutions. He had the same thing.
Same thing. I feel better because I have clarity on solutions. What would you think?
Okay. Was there progress with this one detail?
Yes.
Both of you guys have to agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Was there enough to settle the issue? Is it over?
No.
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 Because that wasn't a big deal.
That wasn't the big deal.
So
So you didn't
the
rank
remaining
your
details are
car.
smaller, less important, right?
But they're more important.
So you didn't rank them that way.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because
it does.
this is the biggest issue. But it's not the most relevant.
Saying.
In terms of the issue, in terms of it being an issue. This isn't the reason it's an issue.
So the details those cards, they are supposed to be in order how important they are to the issue.
Yeah.
So there's some more important.
Sometimes the smaller details are a bigger issue.
That's what I'm saying. How come you didn't put it that way?
I put it in the right order. It's in the right order. Okay. This is more important.
You're just saying in terms of like the logistics of doing this. This is more.
Yeah,
important.
it's like
okay.
We probably can't handle some of these bigger ones, but we can do something about the smaller ones.
Gotcha.
They're big because they're life issues. They're not like a me and you issue. It's that like my personality is telling you, or your personality is like stopping you.
Yeah.
You can do it. I allow it.
Yeah.
You can't because life don't. And so that's why I put it as the biggest issue. And then the smaller issues I probably would feel like are things that me and you really in real life.
Like the little underlying peeling the layers back. Okay, well let's go to the next one.
All right, let's go to the next one.
One detail of mine is I don't get alone time either.
And the relatives?
A 7.
Okay.
So what you're saying to me is that you feel you also don't get alone time.
Is that right?
Is that correct? Is that right?
Yes.
This detail is or is not true. No. So circle one.
It
does not get alone time. You gotta be honest.
Don't gotta be true.
I feel like it's in between. I'm gonna say
In between
is
no.
not. Yes and I feel like it's in between. But I'm gonna put this not. I would say like a 6.5. I put you have more opportunity and freedom to do so if you took it.
So what you're saying is I have more opportunity to have freedom if I wanted to and take it.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Is that correct?
Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. Okay, for one, just that statement that I said, right? Like you would have, if you were to be like, all right, I'm going to the store right now, or I'm about to go do this, you can do that. Or when you be like, I'm about to go in the car, I'm about to work on this thing, or I'm about to mix this up in here, right? Or whatever. Like it's easier for you to be like, okay, I'm about to go do that, right? And or just kind of move on your own accord. Where like I'm about to go work out, I'm about to go do this, I'm about to go do that. For me, right? And for myself. Like this is what you are able to say about you. I'm about to go do this, right? And for me, like I have to plan a little bit more. Or like if I'm like, okay, I'm about to go work out, I have to be like, okay, I got this much time because in a few minutes I might wake up or I might have to go feed him, give him some milk or do this. So I can't really like, or if I'm like, oh, I'm doing yoga, somebody about to crawl up under me in my space, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't have the full 20 minutes or 30 minutes or even an hour that I want to take for myself to do this, right? Where, and I'm not saying it's like it's your fault, it just kind of, it is what it is. But it's like, if you were to go do that, you kind of have a little more time and freedom to say like, I'm about to just work on this thing for myself. I don't know, that's just kind of my perspective on it, you know?
So your perspective. Okay,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you
No, yeah.
Or just like little stuff, like when you be like, like, okay, when I'm in the morning, if I'm doing this, you be like, all right, I'm going to take a shower, and then you'll be in there like for like an hour, and I'm out here by myself, and I'm like, okay, I want to take a shower too, but then by the time you get out, it's like, all right, now I got to do this, I got to do that, and I'm like, dang, I haven't even done what I need to do for myself, and you just had a great old hour-long shower all by yourself. Nobody knocking on the door, nobody trying to interrupt you while you're using the bathroom, you know? So it's like those small things where it's not even just, like I said, it's not even just like, oh, going out or like, oh, you could go out with your friends. It's just like the little moments to be like, I'm about to do this for myself uninterrupted. Yes. That's it. That's all I can say.
Okay, so are you saying there's something wrong with it?
No, that's just I was just sharing my.
Now, are you living in comparison?
I'm not.
You know we like aren't the same.
I know we're not the same, but I'm just responding to your comment where you're like, you don't have alone time either.
I don't, and you know, I can see how you would see it as alone time, but it's not. It's the same alone time you get. That unfulfilling alone time that really isn't about you. Even if you're alone doesn't mean you have alone time.
Yeah.
So I don't have alone time. I have time to do things. Like you go take a shower. You close the door. You take a shower.
Yeah.
You do that too. Yeah. I just do it when I do it, and you do it when you do it. So don't live in comparison to me. Like you know, I'm not knocking on the door when you in the shower. So I think it's that identity thing though. From my perspective, right? When you identify as I'm in this role, you see somebody else doing something, and you say, "Well, my role doesn't do that," and it becomes this comparison game. So no, I'm not like in the shower, like, "Oh yeah, got me some time." Nah, I'm like, everybody sleep. By the way, right now, I make time. I don't ask you. You know, I'm not like discussing whether I get time.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's the point.
You can make time too, but you can't because you have him. He gonna cry. They gonna cry.
I
They just
know.
don't cry when I do stuff. So I agree with you, but it's like you gotta take it up with them because like I'm not crying when you do stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying my hardest to like actually let you do stuff. They not, you know what I'm saying? So that was my only thing. Is like basically what I'm saying is living in comparison of saying like when I say like I don't get enough alone time, it's like trying to show you like we're not the same, and that's just the way it is.
But do you feel like you want to have more alone time though? Like is that something, or do you not really?
I don't know. I can't talk on the man woman dynamic, or I'm just not like a lot of people. You know that.
Yeah.
I don't identify with it. That's not something that I think about. I just allow the time that I have for myself that I appreciate. I just appreciate when I have it. I don't plan for it. I know we have a lot to do. We have goals.
Yeah.
And so my mind is always there, more so than it is on, like, if any of this is a burden to me. You know, because, you know, most of the time we need that alone time. To me, I don't know, I'm talking for me. When I need that alone time, it comes after I feel a little burdened. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I need a little alone time to get back right. Or I'm doing so much of that and I don't feel like I'm doing me enough. I need to work on an album. I need to do something like that, right? And that comes when I look at my current situation and say it's not enough. And not to say I don't do that. It's just to say, I don't know, maybe it's my age too. Younger, I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted to like travel and da-da-da-da-da. Now I'm like, I just want to like get the house clean. I want to make sure you not yelling, they not yelling. And then when that's not happening, I'll probably like go in the bathroom or something, or go and sit in the backyard. I'll find my alone time. I'll find my pockets. But am I like in here like I don't have enough? No, because you know this is something I dream about too. You know, when I had alone time, when it was all alone time, I dreamed about this. So now that I'm here in this situation, I don't like super dwell on like getting back alone. It's not something I do. I can see why you would do it. It's like you're always constantly barraged.
Yeah.
You know, you wake up, it's 3 people on you. You know, one's eating off of you, the other one's asking for something, you know?
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, I might go to the bathroom for a second. And I go get my little peace and I come back out. So I do have moments of peace, which allow me to focus back on work.
Yeah.
But I'm not focused on a long time. I really focus on things we don't have. Right?
Yeah.
I focus on getting money. Take care of y'all. Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, spirituality, stuff like that. So, does that make sense? Is this right?
Yeah, no, I mean, yes, it does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because it isn't like, and even with this, like it's not a complaint. It's not formed in the form of a complaint. It's just to say, you want alone time. Well, I don't have it either, and this is why.
Yeah.
I see that we both don't have it.
Yeah.
It's the obvious reasons of the first question.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I didn't take it as a thing where you were like, well, you should have alone time because I don't get no alone time. But
Yeah, but that's kind of how I was saying it.
Yeah. That is how you're saying it.
Yeah, it's kind of how I was saying it. Or it's like, oh, you want a long time? Well, I don't get none either.
Yeah.
You know, trying to throw a little spice in there. But the main point of it is that I don't even identify with it at all. Whether I'm alone or not. I'm alone now.
Yeah, I think it just, you know, for me, like, it comes out more, like, when I am overwhelmed. And I don't want to be like that. Like, I don't want to be like, all right, everybody shut up. You know, because I'm like, you know, like, overstimulated or overtouched. And I'm like, all right, let me just be by myself for a second, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be aggravated or being like, all right, leave me alone. You know, make them feel bad, like it's their fault. Because, you know, they're kids, so, yeah.
I see.
I said, I feel better because we have a better understanding of each other's experience.
And I said, I feel better because I better understand what you mean by alone time.
Was there progress with this one detail?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Did we win the game?
Was there enough progress to win the game?
Yeah. It just, does it make sense? I don't know.
Does it make sense?
I don't know if it makes sense.
I need to okay.
Okay.
So what do we do?
I mean, I don't disagree with anybody having alone time. I just
But she
agree
can't.
that she has alone time. She just doesn't identify with it as being alone time. The same amount. It's just like me. Like, I have alone time too, but I don't identify with it as being alone time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, alone time would be like alone time. Like me, I'm doing it by myself. You don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I get to have that part to myself. And we both don't have that because life. It isn't like I'm planning to take your time or you're planning to take mine. We wake up, they hungry, we feed them, we work out, we work, we clean, sun's going down. That's just how it go. You know what I mean? It isn't like a planned attack. And you know, I know people who are planned attacks on their partners. We don't do that. So in terms of like you wanting alone time, I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But does it make sense?
Yes.
It does. Yes. Anything you feel that you want, yes, makes sense. Yes. Can we make it make sense? Yes. Have we made it thus far? No.
Okay.
And so it doesn't. So I
That's the only reason why
I
I
want to be
said
hard headed. I do agree.
Yes.
And yes, I do feel you're right. 100%. There's no friction on this side. Now, can we work towards doing it here?
Yeah.
Plan more?
Yeah.
You plan a little time each day?
Yeah,
each
like,
week?
I want to, you know what? Like, I want to do like I don't know. I want to do like a class, like a Pilates class or dance. Like, I want to have a thing that I go to.
Yeah.
That's like, this is my hour of the week that doesn't have,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm going to plan that.
Okay.
I told you that.
Well, we have talked about this.
Okay.
Yeah, that
But
specifically.
yeah, that doesn't take away from that. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
So we got to actually go through with the
do
plan.
that. Yeah. I think, you know, it goes back to that first point of like our kids getting older and being able to do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where I can go. But I think we kind of got through all of our points. I don't think we need to go to.
Nah, not on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in agreement on this.
Yeah.
We just got to actually implement it.
Yes. So put yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Yes means you win the game.
Yes.
Are you guys glad you played this or no?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think this is a great game. Like, I feel like if it was probably a year before and we were doing this, we would have definitely had some like
More
deeper things. But I love this setup of the game and like just the breakdown of it, like, so what you're saying. Because, you know, sometimes like when you're in the moment, you can take things personally or you hear it differently in your mind. So that ability to just be like, okay, wait, so what you're saying is this, right? And then making sure that you're hearing the person correctly and that y'all are both taking the time to say like, wait, I heard what you said. Now here's my response, you know? But as far as like this being an issue, I wouldn't say it started hitting me until we had Island, and then because, you know, all of our babies are like back to back. So it's like, it is a little bit different for me because it's like, all right, for the last 6 years, I've been breastfeeding somebody. I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been back to back. So now it's like, okay, life is changing. I'm hitting a different, you know, decade. So it's like, wait a minute, I got to rearrange some things like for myself, you know? So I would say like, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but it just now has started to become something where I'm like, okay, need to make some adjustments to like how things flow for us.
Okay. And so Chris, what do you think about the game helped you guys settle this issue?
I think that the organization of the questions and keeping everybody in check with the steps can definitely help to streamline the conversation without any friction or arguments.
Yeah, or like segues.
Or segues, because, you know, a lot of times we get in those conversations and then it's like, but what about that last week? And it's like, we're not even talking about that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we're 3 years ago talking about what we ate.
And we never resolved.
We're not even talking about this anymore. And like, this keeps you in that direct, you know, like a therapist. It's like having a therapist on cars, because like it keeps you in that direct conversation. You don't just be emotional about it. It's not just all about you, and you're forced to put yourself out there and say, okay, I understand. This is what we can do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it. I think it's
Okay.
a wonderful tool for couples, definitely.
Click on this link to see how other couples handle their raising kids disagreement. Until next week, why be angry? Just play.